YouTube, I'm Kirsty, and in case you missed Big Brother episode 24 last night, I got you. Okay, so Kat was evicted on Thursday. There was a new 6 alliance who was Nick, Christy, Tommy, Cliff, Sis, and Nicole. It's not really a secret anymore after Nicole told Jess, and Jess told everybody. And where we last left off, they were having the HOH comp where they were sliding and trying to fill a bucket of liquid. After Kat was evicted, Holly was super upset. And then it went to before the eviction. Jess told Sis that she knows about the alliance, but of course Sis denies it. And then Jess tells her that Mickey told her that Sis has been flirting and hitting on him. So Sis gets really angry because she says it isn't true. She tells Christy. Holly listens at the door. There's a lot of that this episode. She comes in and Sis confronts her. Mickey, Nick, and Nicole all are listening at the door to that conversation. Jess goes in, says people are listening, so Christy, Jess, and Sis all go upstairs. Christy tells Jess there is no alliance, just a group trying to get Mickey and Holly out. Mickey's listening at the door. You guys, go to the opposite end of the room and whisper. Don't go on separate beds and yell. So Mickey talks to Holly, and he wants to confront them. But Holly goes in by herself, and Christy swears on her sister's life that she's not in an alliance. So back in the comp, Nick takes an early lead, and then there's a montage of people falling, which is always great in that comp. That's why I love that comp. Mickey's suspenders start falling down, so he takes them off and realizes they were holding up his pants, so he has to do the whole thing without pants or suspenders. They do another falls montage. Mickey takes over the lead with Holly second, but Mickey's the one that pulls out the win. He's HOH. Sis and Christy are terrified they're going to go up. Cliff tells Mickey that he's part of a group that's targeting him and Holly. Mickey says, Cliff, you might have to go up as a pawn, and Cliff says he understands. Mickey wants to work with Tommy, but his main goal is getting Christy out. He thinks after Christy's gone, then would be the time to work with Tommy. Christy comes to talk to Mickey, says she was approached about the alliance and everything. None of it was her idea. Mickey says he respects game moves and taking deals that keep you safe is a game move. Then Christy is outside. Like, who's there? Cliff's there. Nicole's there. Nick. Like, there's a whole ton of people, and they're all talking. And Christy's talking about where she lives. And she says, I'm actually only 3 exits away from where Tommy lives. And remember, they were keeping a secret that they knew each other? So people grow suspicious, and Tommy plays it off like, ha ha ha, oh, well then obviously we know each other. You know where I live. Ha ha. So I think people are kind of catching on. Mickey asked everybody who came up with the 6 and who decided to evict Kat over Cliff. Sis says that she told Nick, if Cliff wants me to save him, he'll have to come up with a really good deal. So Nick went to Cliff, and Nick is the one that came up with the alliance. Oh, and this whole week, remember how since she got a second to last place in the America's field trip, she's been dressed as a chicken all week. It wasn't just that. When Big Brother tells her to, she has to go outside to this chicken coop and lay eggs and only speak chicken. And then come back in and make whatever kind of eggs that Big Brother tells her to, like eggs Florentine. I don't even know what that is, bro. I couldn't do more than scrambled and maybe deviled. But she has to make it for the entire house. Once the entire house is eating the eggs she made, then she can speak normal again. And I guess this happens in the middle of the night as well. But her punishment is over. She's no longer dressed like a chicken, so she no longer scares Nicole. Mickey talks to Nick and sort of trips him up. And remember, Nick's a therapist. So Nick in the DR is all like, well, I practice this a lot in therapy. I just let the person talk and just say, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. He does that one too many times, and Mickey's like, I mean, it would be stupid of me not to think I was the next target. And Nick says, uh-huh. And Mickey's like, yeah, so I was the next target. And Nick says, uh-huh. So Mickey knows that, like, everything was true. And now that he knows Nick started the alliance, things aren't looking good for Nick. But it is time for nominations. And he nominates Christy and Sis. Tommy then is in the DR, and he says he really wants to fight for Christy, but he might have to let her do it on her own, since not only did he save her with his veto last week, and he doesn't want to do that 2 weeks in a row, but remember, she kind of hinted she knew where he lived. Anyway, so that was Big Brother. My wrestling people, I will see you tonight for Raw. If you want to follow Beyond Serious, the podcast, on Facebook, tomorrow morning we're going to do the show. You can type to us. Always follow me on Twitter at always_KIRSTIE. And I got to be at work. I love you. Bye.